back to Broke Till Friday podcast. We've got no guests this week because
it's just the dynamic duo back at it again.
Exactly. This is the content people have been begging for. Just two of us. It's fucking 105 degrees right now,
and I'm drinking hot coffee. You know, how else are you supposed to cool down on a hot day? It's like when your parents used to make caldo de res.
Oh fuck! Honestly, dude, Mexican moms be like, it's really hot today. You know, it'd be good some fucking hot soup so you can sweat it out and then you cool off for the rest of the day. It's like that. That's not how that fucking works. Like, I was surprised when I got home right after my parents' house, and they weren't making caldo de res.
Yeah, honestly.
Fuck, beef soup, basically. It's beef soup for the non-beaners out there.
Beef stew, technically.
Beef stew, yes, because it's not just a soup. It's not just like a broth. It's like stew.
Yeah, it's got like veggies stew. And potatoes and other good things for your health.
Dude, I'm hungry now for some fucking beef stew. Down to go to the Chinese buffet after this? Like... No, that's expensive. All right, I'm trying to save money. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Let's leave our hunger for the end of the podcast.
Look at those cards and tell me I have money.
Yeah, I don't know what this card means, but wait, what is this? How is this?
It's a saga. It's an enchantment.
Oh, is it a different format or is it?
No, it's the same format.
Because no, I mean like because usually it's a picture up here and then the thing down there, or is this a different formatted card?
It's a different formatted card, but it's still an enchantment basically. It's a different type of enchantment called a saga.
Look at that.
Basically, it has like 3 effects, and from when you cast it, it'll activate 1 effect per turn.
Saga these nuts, man.
Exactly.
That's what I got out of that. Okay. Yeah, I got to make another magic deck. But back to it being hot, right? It's fucking
do it on Cockatrice. That way we can play online.
Well, that's true. I'll test one out first before I buy it. Yeah. But it's fucking hot as balls right now.
Gotta build a CDH deck.
ABC, another ABC deck?
ABC.
Okay. I don't know. It's fucking bad right now. Triple digits. And it's fucking September already.
It's like, fall. It's literally fall.
It's supposed to be. Because I think
Did you
fall,
see the leaves out there? That's not supposed to be. The leaves are all over the ground.
Honestly, like someone tell the leaves they weren't supposed to fall yet because it's still summer.
Fucking hot as balls. Fuck.
It's bad. Global warming, everybody, thanks to our corporate overlords.
Thanks, Obama.
Honestly, thanks, Obama. Thanks, Trump. Thanks, Biden. No. This is all Bush's fault because remember, if Al Gore had won in 2000... Well, I get you can keep going farther back and going. It was actually the primordial ooze's fault for coming out.
It's true. If it never formed, we would not be here dealing with taxes.
If we didn't trick rocks how to think, then we wouldn't be over here dealing with this as well. You're right.
True.
But yeah, it's fucking tough. But I'm gonna shift the blame to Bush because it's like outside
Hanging
of like Reagan and stuff like the whole his own brother being the governor of Florida and getting them to cancel the recounts and shit like that. That's the only reason Gore lost. Al Gore would have actually been progressive and would have gotten us out of. He saw where it was going with like climate change. and stuff.
Literally.
We would have.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it wasn't exactly hard.
No, dude, they've been fucking denying
like,
it from the 1800s.
The 1800s. Oil companies have known since the 1800s, and like I still get videos from my dad, like basically saying like, "Oh, climate change is a hoax. This is why people." People want green energy to make money. I'm like, what? That's
like they don't. I don't know. I guess the fundamental thing is just that propaganda from oil companies, basically going like it's not sustainable. Like, yeah, it's great and all that California, because the recent laws passed where they're gonna something about EVs, electric vehicles are gonna be easier to get and something like that, right?
Well, no, they're gonna make
they're banning the sale of gas cars and stuff like that in the future, right?
I think they're supposed to be completely banned by the year in like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
Like the year
2035.
2035. Yeah.
Right. Whatever.
Yeah, some shit like that.
In the future, basically.
In the future, all gas guzzling vehicles will be illegal.
But you know what the problem is with this?
Shot in the back of the head.
Honestly, you will be executed on
exactly.
No. The problem with this isn't that it's like, oh, how am I supposed to afford an electric car or whatever, right? Because it's not like they're gonna be completely outlawed. It's just you're not gonna be able to buy any new ones anymore.
It's a way to like slowly get rid of them over time. So like,
phase them out.
If no one can buy it, when someone wants to buy a car, they're gonna end up buying an electric car, and eventually the gas, the gas consuming cars will be obsolete
in theory, right? Because there's still those people from Texas that are like, I'm gonna be rolling coal and shit like that.
To be fair, we're talking about California. They don't have that in Texas.
That's true.
But also like you're not wrong. Like people have an affinity for like old school stuff. Like I sometimes like drive down fucking Florence and I see someone driving like a fucking T1. the fucking one of the, like the first fucking mass produced automobile.
Yeah.
Like fucking
the Ford.
The Ford T1. That's literally what it's called. It just like
getting
down the street
3 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Even for a Sunday drive, like what are you doing?
I know.
Driving a T1.
People are dumb, but like I said, in theory, it's going to be nice, right? Thinking of that. But the problem isn't even in the consumers.
Yeah.
It's in the companies because, like, fucking Edison, California, Southern California, SoCal Edison, all the fucking PG&E electric companies, like, they're not doing shit to update the grid. And everyone right now is going like, oh, what about let's not consume electricity right now? And it's like, shut the fuck up. That's not the point. We're already fighting for renewable energy for electricity, like water, solar, fucking hydroelectric, all this stuff, right? And I wish more people were into nuclear. We went on a whole rant about that too.
Nuclear needs to be widely adopted.
And the problem is it takes like 10 years to get something started, right? But once you have it, it's like so efficient. And luckily, California people have renewed their current nuclear stuff, so it's going to keep going, which is good.
And it's like what, like fucking 40% less deaths compared to every other type of energy source.
Yep. Like people think, oh my god, it's gonna be Fukushima and stuff like that. And it's like those types of accidents happen because there aren't proper safety protocols, or the companies cheapen out on the current safety protocols. You know, and that's what kind of sucks because it's just the companies. At the end of the day, it's just the companies trying to save the fucking pinch pennies and stuff, and like. God.
20 minutes in, or not even 20 minutes in, 5 minutes in, we're already anti-company.
Yeah, straight up.
Fucking.
It's only like 7 minutes.
put the Russian flag back here.
No, we got claimed for that.
Oh shit!
Who the fuck claims the Russian national anthem?
What?
Aren't they supposed to be banned from YouTube or some shit?
I don't know.
Who does that?
Fucking. Well, to be fair, the Russians are capitalist, so. Literally, the Russians and the Chinese government is literally just like state capitalism. It's not really any form of socialism or
socialist communism, guys. Yeah, it's this Chinese Communist Party, except for the top 1% of China. You know, they get to live comfortably.
Yeah, it's like calling a fucking North Korea a republic.
It's the Democratic.
Communist is like calling North Korea.
I'll have you know, it's the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
the people have elected. The people have elected the supreme ruler. Okay. Everyone knows that he doesn't shit. He walks down the streets as a god. He loves his cheese. He has a hot sister. You know, it's a perfect balance of everything. You know?
Honestly.
But yeah, companies are fucked, and we're not going to get that whole... Yeah. There's going to be a strain on the grid because they haven't bothered to update the grid. There's been so many taxes, so many fucking initiatives and stuff like that. They just take the money and fucking run with it, and then there's nothing we can do because it's a fucking monopoly. Like, build your own grid then, idiots. Like, fuck you, what do you mean build my own grid? How about we drag your shareholders out in the street, shoot and them like dogs in Minecraft, of course.
Of course. They fertilize plants really well
in Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Exactly. Have you seen what skeleton bones do to plants in Minecraft?
Not necessarily from experience, but in Minecraft, in Roblox, CEOs make delicious fertilizer.
Exactly.
They make great ways of growing plants, sustainable plants.
Remember, it's not the CEOs that are the problem necessarily. It's the shareholders.
The shareholders,
because
too. All of them.
Because they're all geared up as like, we want shareholder value to go up. It's like, how about we look into fucking living on this planet for 30 years? And then the old people are like, I don't have another 30 years. I want my $1 million tonight so I can do some blow off some hooker. Like, you know. But point is, after all of that we need to eat the rich.
Eat the rich,
tax them, fucking.
Like that's the issue too. Like when climate change finally takes hold and like 90% of the population is going to die, they're going to be the ones to survive. That's why they don't care.
Yeah.
Because it's almost guaranteed. Like humanity is going to survive. We've just engineered society in such a way that somehow, some way, humanity will survive, even if like hundreds of millions of us die, even if like 2 billion of us die. Humanity is going to endure, basically. The issue is that the people who are most likely going to endure it are the people with wealth, are those rich people. That's why they don't care if they destroy the earth.
Because they're like, we're the educated ones and we'll just start another utopia. And it's like, do you realize that there's so many of those like books where they're like, the richest people survived and got off the planet with the top scientists and stuff. And it's like, well, they're the top scientists because they were also with like wealth and stuff like that. Like, you're not going to be like, we got this poor Kenyan scientist from Kenya, you know, to come along with us. He's really smart. He's actually the next Einstein, but he doesn't have connections, so he doesn't come with us. Yeah,
fuck off. Yeah,
it's going to be a white utopia up in space. White utopia in space. That's
like, here's the thing. Do you remember the movie that kind of played on this? It's like an action film. Was it 2012?
Yeah. versus Rich. All the senators got
all the senators got onto that that boat plane. Yeah. And like the dude had to like drive a fucking car like onto
a
the
limousine.
As it was going. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, like you cannot convince me that like the people on that ark that like received them wouldn't just kick them off. Like they just fucking.
Well, because supposedly it was like it was like, oh, it's an act of God or whatever. So that was supposed to be the whole biblical garbage thing at the end. That's why everything happened.
That part's actually true. Like the people, like the Republicans and stuff that are advocating for this, it's not just about money. They literally think that climate change is the
act of God.
The act of God. It's the Armageddon in the Bible. That's why they also don't want to actually like fight against it, because the less that they fight against it, the more they think they're on God's side.
Yeah, on God.
Yeah, on God.
On God for
like
real, these Republican
that part
motherfuckers.
Is actually eerily true. Like that feels like it should be the most fictional part, that like the people in power would think that it's an act of God, but that's the most true part about that film. It's like
it's ridiculous. Nobody thinks like that in 2012 and now in 2022. Holy shit! This man just said that the Earth is flat. There's a dome, and the kids are gonna build an ice wall on their little fucking. You saw that meme I said?
Yeah.
Like, how are you homeschooling and teaching them flat Earth? Like, God, how stupid. Like, let's okay. That's a whole nother episode. Flat Earth.
I swear, dude. Like, dude, it's just oh my god. Like, here's the thing about conspiracy theories. In general, they tend to lead to fascism, because fascism is an inherently conspiratorial form of looking at the world.
It's like us versus you, and then they're the bad doers, and you get rid of them, and then they're the bad doers. We're the good guys. You know,
exactly.
We can never be.
You have to invent what reasons to hate a certain
the boogeyman.
You have to invent a boogeyman in order to believe in fascism.
And then you move the goalposts once they're like. First, you're like, oh, we're just going to get the poor people out of here. Actually, the poor Jewish people out of here. Actually, the Jewish people out of here.
Yeah.
Actually, the people complicit with the Jewish people out of here. And then,
Yeah. It's just, like, I cannot tell you how many times I'm like scrolling through Twitter.
And quoting Adolf Hitler.
And literally, there's just someone quoting Adolf Hitler. Or it's someone like, there was like, this happens a little less often, but it's still there, and I see it very prevalent, just like how racism's prevalent in like Hispanic communities.
Yeah.
Where like it's like a black person saying something like, I wouldn't want my grandchildren to have mixed babies, or basically dictating that their children and their children's children wouldn't or shouldn't have like fall in love with a white person, basically, or like a Hispanic person or a Latino person, like. Or like of any race, really. They want them
no
to say
race
like,
mixed over here.
And they don't care that their children are still black. They care that their skin tone isn't as dark as it should be.
Yeah.
And like and then like literally right below that, it's a white person saying the exact same thing from the opposite direction. It's like
straight up. Like how is it? There was a person. I just saw a screenshot of a TikTok. Screenshot of a TikTok where a girl was like, honestly, we should just get all colored people and put them in one school, and life would be so much better.
Yeah. Oh, I think I saw that. I think I saw that shit. Maybe you sent it. I think you sent it in the chat.
Like,
it's
holy shit!
It's like I think for their own safety, all black people, Latinos, queer people, and and Asian people should just be put in one school, in one camp, to so that they can be safe from white people. It's like, what?
Yeah, let me see. Where's the fucking...
Alrighty. I didn't know we were bringing back segregation. I didn't know we were reclaiming segregation today.
Where's the fucking thing?
Like, alright. Go off, I guess.
I didn't... That's weird. I didn't download it. Let me see. But
let me see if I can see it. I always get confused because you renamed the chat to
Yeah.
So...
Oh my god. Alright, Andres. Cut to this amazing meme. As you guys saw, that meme was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Remember the kid screaming, right?
Yeah.
The asthma. She was like, doing asthma. And I could hit the fucking force. And the way he's making
the willpower.
He's making eye contact with the camera like, in the fucking mom's ears. He's like, Mom. And she's like, huh? And then she has to like rip the earphones out. Oh, the funniest fucking thing.
It's the fucking, it's a willpower to rival Thanos. It's just
seriously to rival Black Bolt, dude. Yeah. That was the scream heard around the earth. I was like, I couldn't. for the entire day that I saw it, I was cracking up. I saw that shit at 7 in the morning. I was still cracking up at 5 later on that night. I was telling you guys, like, I sent you the screen. I renamed the chat, the screaming, and I put the profile picture of his fucking face, just like. It's the funniest. That's the background, right? By the way, that's the background of this fucking podcast right there. It was the funniest fucking thing because just like this kid woke up and chose violence today.
Literally, fucking chose to blow out eardrums from like fucking halfway across the world.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I'm trying to fucking find it, but it was holy shit.
Holy mother of mackerel. We're going on a trip.
Yeah, I can't find it anymore, but it was really fucking funny. Let me see.
Yeah. Just gotta let the dogs out for a bit.
Let the boys out.
Yeah.
Let me see. This guy had a fucking.
Why are they calling like toes dogs now? Like I see that all over Twitter. Like someone's like, oh yeah, I just walk in a Target with my dogs out, and it's just some like barefoot motherfucker.
That's
walking
disgusting.
like not even like chanclas or anything. Like, you know how sometimes you're like lazy, you go to like Target or some shit with like chanclas.
Yeah.
You don't wear any socks and shit. No, this motherfucker was over here in like short shorts with like full ass bare feet, just flopping around everywhere. Sasquatch ass motherfucker, just
That's fucking
stomping
hilarious.
all over the store.
That's disgusting.
Like, oh my god.
Damn, I'm trying to find it. I can't find the meme. I'll have to.
Squanch ass motherfucker. Like, wear some shoes. Chanclas. You know, I don't know why. I'm thinking about it right now. I think I would find it more disgusting if you went into like Target with just socks on. I think I would rather someone be in there barefoot like that than like with just socks. I don't know why. I find that inherently more disgusting.
I don't know. I feel like that's not that bad because, like, let's say, would you rather have someone barefoot or with socks on? Because at least if they have socks on, there's a layer between them and the floor. But when they're barefoot, they're bringing the outside in on their like grimy feet. You know.
Here's the thing, though. If I'm worried about someone barefoot, it's probably gonna be because I feel like they don't wash their feet.
Yeah.
Like they're disgusting. If they don't wash their feet, I don't think that I find it hard to believe that they're gonna like actually use clean socks. Like at any given day, like sure, maybe they'll do laundry.
Yeah.
But on any given day, if they're not washing their feet, I highly doubt they're using fresh socks. On like statistically speaking. Like there's 30 days in a month. I highly doubt for each of those 30 days they're gonna be wearing clean socks.
How about this? What if they come in with shoes and no socks? Now you got a serial killer on your hands.
Yeah, no, that's a serial killer. Excuse me while I put on.
Excuse me while you put on your shoes, your socks just out of frame.
Yeah, just out of frame.
Yeah, socks and sandals or shoes and no socks.
I do both of those on a regular basis.
Yeah, socks and sandals is okay. Like, let's say if you're in a hurry or something, yeah. But if you're out at Target or Walmart or you're out shopping with that, that's
fucking going to Gallo Hito.
Yeah, like that's nuts, dude. That's insane. But socks and sandals is fine.
No,
anywhere.
you're at like the Chinese restaurant you took us to, and socks and sandals just there sitting like, yes, I'll get some food now, please.
No. That's just it. Socks and sandals are fine. I feel like socks and sandals are fine anywhere.
Like a restaurant.
There's a big stigma against that, but high key, like nobody cares. Nobody's gonna give a shit. But if you're wearing shoes and then they go, he's not wearing any fucking socks, that's gonna disturb you more.
True.
Because socks and sandals are, I'm telling you, there's a huge stigma against them. It's like a whole dad thing, and whatnot.
Yeah.
But nobody cares at the end of the day.
True.
You have a form of shoes on, and you have socks on.
Yeah.
Sandals without anything, okay, whatever, you're comfy. You're out in the doors.
Okay.
You're letting the dogs out.
One exception to that.
Which one?
Heat. If it's hot as fuck and you're wearing socks and sandals, I'm immediately like, unless like the sun is barreling down on your feet. In which case, it's like, okay. But if you're, like, indoors and it's hot as balls, like 107, and you're wearing socks and sandals...
It's wicking away the moisture that your feet are creating.
It's absorbing all the sweat. Like, your feet are going to stink like shit.
No, but that's what clothes do. That's why you wash your feet.
Yeah, that's why you want to minimize it.
But you got to make sure you wash your feet. Because if you're going in the shower and you're just letting that stuff run down, you don't wash like the lower half after your nuts. Like, come on.
Like, okay, that's
you got to wash.
That's disgusting.
Oh, wash.
Gotta wash with soap too. Like so many times I'm in a conversation, I'm like, because I talk about this too sometimes, like with other friends and stuff, and I forgot who it was that was just like, no, I just don't use soap on my feet. The water cleans them. It's fine.
No, I understand some people thinking that way, where they're like, well, the soap and stuff is foaming at the bottom, so that's my feet are clean. It's like, no, you have to scrub your feet. Like,
scrub your feet.
You have 2 sponges. Sorry, 3 sponges. You have 1 sponge for your body and your face, a 2nd sponge for your balls and your ass, and a 3rd sponge for just your feet.
Oh shit! I don't even do all that.
By Jove!
I used to like. Okay, here's the thing though. Like, you actually aren't supposed. It's hard for me to get into this, but like, technically speaking, like scientifically speaking, you're not supposed to use soap every time you shower.
Oh, I've heard about that too.
Because you reduce the amount of like oils on your skin. And you dry ruin your skin.
And there's people that go and then they shower, but they use no shampoo. And at the beginning, their hair was getting matty, but then because the oils compensate for that over time, their hair was like perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But
the only thing you're supposed to use is conditioner on a frequent basis.
I was gonna say it is a case by case basis though, because like my hair gets really oily.
Yeah.
And you know, like some people, if they get really greasy hair and it doesn't go away, like that's one thing, right? But there are some people that no shampoo can definitely work for.
I guess it does also depend on like
the
hair
type of hair
and like all that other jazz. But like in general, I remember reading that you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
But yeah. I thought that it applied to conditioner too. And then I was like eating pizza with someone, and they were like, "No, the fuck are you talking about, fucking idiot?"
I have no idea.
Like, oh, okay.
Honestly, I have no idea. I like my hair stays soft because of the oils, but because I'm always keeping it short. You know, like. Long hair is such a fucking hassle for me. Like, I'm just lazy.
I love my long hair. I love my long hair, but it's so much fucking work.
It's so much
I don't even take that much good care of it, but it's still so much fucking work. I have to put in so much extra effort. When I had like super short hair, I just go in the shower.
That's it.
It's combed.
You're
like
done.
Not even a brush. Just
there
we go. Combed. You're done.
Yeah.
GG.
And the thing is, you have curly hair too. I have straight hair, so like. The longer my straight hair gets, it'll start curling up at the back, and I'll have a fucking mullet, and like that's it. Mullet. It'll grow here a little bit, but the back keeps growing. So I'm like, I'm just gonna cut it short. I don't give a shit.
I cannot enforce how many times I go to like a hairstylist, and when I go, just cut it a little bit shorter. When I had like medium length hair, like before it was like super long like this. Mm-hmm. And they would just basically give me a mullet. I'm like, I just want to trim. And then they would like shave this down to like the brim. I would have like fucking scars from them fucking. And then like over here, just like, nah, that didn't need a trim. Nah, just let it flow down. It's in your ass crack. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Jesus, honestly. And then they're like,
that's a bit of an exaggeration, but like legit.
Yeah,
like I would like go to like a hairstylist, and they would like basically give me a mullet, and it'd be hard to tell because obviously they're
cutting
they're professionals.
During, yeah. So you're like, okay, and then you shower, and then you're like, I have a fucking mullet.
Yeah, fucking mullet. I'm like, all right, what am I supposed to? All right, I guess I'll just party in the back now.
I'll be Joe Dirt for now.
Yeah, fuck. Dude, tough. Like that's also why I don't like getting my hair trimmed anymore. Like I'll if I do get it trimmed, I'll be like specifically scissors only and only
just
like
the split ends or whatever.
Yeah, the split ends. Basically, it's called or entresacar, where they like lower the volume of the hair so that you're not like weighed down a lot. But no, mullets. That's why I don't cut my hair short anymore either. Also because I'm going bald. But
where are you going? You're not going bald. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm going bald. If I like actually like put my hair back, you can start to see my receding hairline right here, and right here too.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be the hairline king out of everyone. Holy shit!
Legit. I've been losing.
Not
hair.
even chest can win.
Hell yeah! Yeah, I've been losing. Like it's hereditary. Both my grandfathers were basically bald.
It goes from grandpa. My grandpa had a full head of hair. It skips a generation. Isn't that crazy? Like some of my uncles are bald. And then my dad still has full head of hair.
The thing is, though, my dad ended up bald too, but that's his fault.
Why?
Because he used to be a printer, right, when he was younger.
Chemicals spilling on his fucking head.
No, legit. Like he would like his like hands and fingers would be drenched in like the ink from like the papers and stuff that he would.
And he didn't turn into Printer Man.
And he would just like fucking scratch his head and like the ink would like soak into his scalp.
Oh god.
Yeah. So now he like legitimately has like a upside down U on his like head. Where it's like just a
chemical
spot.
burn. It's just a chemical burn.
Literally.
Oh, damn. Dude. You didn't even turn into a superhero. Well,
no, sadly. Could like squish his head, have the ink, reusable.
Come out, honestly, be a fucking squid.
Yeah.
It's like, we're under attack. Whoosh.
Yeah, just. Oh,
spraying
God.
at someone. Yeah. Well, I guess
fun.
I'll be the hairline king because
Yeah,
Michael
literally.
is very receding. Fucking Walter's got that little thing's messed up, but he's had it like that since he was younger. So
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna get any worse of a hairline, to be honest. Like usually you start
like
seeing
that.
it about now. That's why I'm taking. I take the keeps. I have the keeps things. The keeps.
So now you got no boners, huh?
Yeah. I gotta take 2 pills. One for the hair, one for the boner. Just.
Damn.
No, but
At
like
the ripe old age of 27, he passed away
Exactly.
from the 7 different medications he was taking.
No, but really, I don't know why that the anti-boner side of Keeps didn't hit me. I think it's because usually
Maybe
it's like
older
older
people.
men. Yeah, I think it's like older,
Yeah.
like specifically older men that end up having to deal with that. Because I even asked the doctor, and he's like, "Yeah, no, it like rarely happens. It depends. Yeah, it's unlikely, and we could always like stop it and apply the like there's like a ointment version that doesn't do that." Of it.
Just once this business turns into a multi-billion-dollar corporation, you just bust an Elon Musk and then just get your
True,
fucking hair transplant.
Like,
Who gives
hair
a fuck?
transplant. There we go. Who gives a
And
fuck?
then you do the HGH so you look all
Yeah.
fucking barrel-chested and weird. Throw that picture up on this. That was
to put in some estrogen.
yeah. That 25 minutes in. That was a good one. That was a fucking. Just everybody soak in that picture of Elon Musk that I'm showing right now. We're gonna just keep showing it the entire time.
You know
horrifying
what's
to look
funny?
at.
Technically speaking, Elon Musk hasn't developed a single thing.
No, he has not. He's literally driven out his fucking people. He's just
He's
taken
just
advantage of
essentially bought.
patents.
He's essentially. I mean, he's essentially just a venture capitalist.
Yes.
He's never created a single thing in his life.
He has not invented anything. He admitted how the fucking boring tunnel was just so that California wouldn't expand their high express railway system.
Yeah. It was literally just a way to kill the high express railway that California was planning on building. He was never going to do any of it.
Can we just fucking Roblox him already?
I swear to God, we need to take inspiration from France. Like, look. Here's the thing. Guillotine. Bring back the guillotine. It was an awesome invention. I don't know why we stopped using it. We gotta reinstitute guillotine. We're gonna start a campaign now.
It's because there's too many cops. The system's against us, etc., etc.
I guess so.
But what's to stop someone just drone striking someone? Hypothetically, of course.
Yeah,
We're not calling for anyone to do it.
A
but
ninja sword
hypothetically.
drone strike.
Right? Just
So you get
Swiss cheese.
no civilians involved. Just
And from fucking
not even Swiss, fucking shredded cheese. Literally
from like 50 feet up in the air, you wouldn't hear the drone.
No, you wouldn't.
I've literally seen like in the war in Ukraine right now. I've literally seen like the Ukrainian drones dropping stuff on Russian people. They don't look up. They don't look up.
Based.
Yeah, you just see the thing fall, and then the Russian guy's just sitting there, and then just boom, and just
No, that's it.
gone.
It's GG.
Right?
Yeah.
He didn't hear it. He didn't expect it. Nothing. So why can't we use that same technology on billionaires? You know,
Honestly?
if he's like, I'm telling you, he's out at fucking Panera Bread or something, and he walks outside, and then just
in Minecraft, of course.
in Minecraft, of course. And yeah,
Minecraft.
like he would be shredded to a
very
paste
easy.
with minimal casualties.
Minimal casualties, if any.
If one or two people have to bite it.
When that dictator, that general dictator in what was it? Was it Pakistan?
Maybe I don't.
The one that recently got assassinated.
Yeah, I think it was one of the Taliban leaders.
Yeah,
something.
like the
It was like the
second in
number two.
command. Yeah,
Number
to
2 of the
Osama.
Taliban.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Number 2 of the
he fucking got
Taliban.
shredded. I don't think any civilians
Straight up.
died in that one. The swords just blended him together.
Yeah. We should really invest in more of those.
Yeah, honestly.
On a
Oh, no,
private
you want to
property.
know what's funny about that though? Biden actually basically eliminated our drone warfare program.
Why?
Because less war, I guess. He just felt that there was no need to continue a war thing, and so like he's like, I think the specific way he's going about it is basically the same way that California is going about getting rid of like
Phasing
gas.
out.
He's basically just phasing it out. He's not hiring anymore, and he's repurposing some of the existing staff on that as
makes
other
sense.
things.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
Just
so like
fucking
they're
working
left with
logistics
minimal
and stuff,
capacity.
you know?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Huh.
Yeah, that's funny. Speaking of Dark Brandon Rising, did you
I
see
love it. I love the
the
energy.
speech that he gave?
He was like, Republicans a minority of you guys are being fucking fascists or like some bullshit.
That's what's hilarious because
they all got offended.
All of them. Because he knows because he knows that it's not just a minority. It's literally the entirety of the Republican Party at this point.
Yeah.
Because he even specifies it later on in the speech. He's like, yes, this is a minority, but the Republican Party as a whole has been complicit. Taken over by that, and they've been like that. Like literally gave me a fucking like sleepy. Yes, an erection. Yeah. Sleepy Brandon has awoken.
Yeah.
Sleepy Joe has taken his morning coffee.
Yes.
He's taken his Adderall. He's turning from Bruce into Hulk. You know.
Straight up.
Here we go.
And he's going on a fucking rampage. It's great.
Legit. It's like, this is a niche thing. But the second I saw that, I literally felt like this card.
Comes into play with ice counters. Put an indestructible legendary 2020 black avatar creature token with flying. Named...
It's a card called Dark Depths. Watching that literally gave me that vibes, where it's like basically
you summoned an undestroyable thingamajigger.
Yeah, literally completely useless for like 1.5 billion years, and then all of a sudden just for no reason. It's probably just because all of his other speeches have been so ass. But like comparatively speaking, like this speech was like...
Wasn't that great though when he snapped back at the student loan cuts? She was like, "How do you feel about people who paid off student loans?" Like, and he was like, "Hey Jack, how do you feel about businesses getting tax breaks and the average American doesn't, huh? You fucking whore." God, that was like...
that was so
the only
good.
way he could have made it any better was if he was like, "Kiss my fucking hairy, old, saggy nuts, you dumb cunt."
And it's literally now, like... I do find it interesting that he's starting this right after the White House historians were like, no, this has very close parallels to Nazi Germany. What's happening here? Like the historians told him that, and just fucking finally.
I mean,
like, I don't know. It's just
they gave him a ball transplant or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who cares?
He grew a spine. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
Some 18-year-old kid died, and he was reinvigorated with all of his blood.
Yeah, legit.
He was drained of an 18-year-old young virile man, and they was all transferred into Biden to transform him into Dark Brandon.
Yeah,
tribute
literally.
One 18-year-old to special summon
Dark Brandon
onto the field. Dark Brandon is unaffected by other card effects. Has fucking 7,000 or gains attack for every attack that happens. I don't know, some fucking...
Yeah, it's not, some bullshit. For every card in each opponent's deck.
For every card in the graveyard, he gains fucking 600 attack. So that means with all the fucking dead kids and all of the...
all the people that have been murdered
shootings
in Yemen,
and all the murders,
you know?
like he's got nigh impossible stuff, and he cannot be destroyed by battle. And
he has Magic Gathering levels of
bullshit.
attack. Yeah, bullshit. There we go.
Yeah, this man is going to go fucking nuts, and I wish all the best for him now in his Dark Brandon era. Because he's approaching midterms.
Dude, this was supposed to be a red wave, and it's been just completely... It's turned into a blue wave. Like,
so here's the thing, he fucked up because he was like a total ban on assault weapons. Which, like, come on, man. Say that after the midterms when you got control. Why you gotta say it right before? Like, I get it, but I don't get it.
I doubt that's gonna really affect them that much. To be honest, I mean, it's a big L to be sure. It's a big L. We should arm every socialist with a rifle.
Exactly.
It is your God-given right.
Remake the Black Panthers and arm them. Did you see?
Honestly, though, unironically,
did you see those fucking? Oh, it was Antifa, right? Which is anti-fascist, protecting a trans drag show.
Oh my God, I was watching that.
Amazing.
Oh, dude.
And all the red fucking people in all the Republicans in Texas were all butthurt, like, oh, you guys are pussies. You guys are being fucking stupid. And it's like, no,
do some shit then.
Yeah,
do some shit.
Then.
Throw the first hand. See, like just possessing a rifle stops people from being violent. That's why every socialist has gotta have a rifle.
Exactly.
The presence of a rifle at a situation like that de-escalates to an extent. I mean, you don't even have to do that. Just you know how the what are they fucking called in Europe? The fucking Queen's Guard. You know, the fucking people with the funny hats?
Yeah.
Just stand there like that. unmoving, unflinching. Just hold your rifle.
Because you're not threatening anyone. You're just protecting a group that was being harassed, and they still got harassed anyway.
They still got harassed anyway.
Like, these people are standing there with guns to their faces, and they still have so much hate in them that they can walk up to someone and go, "Man, you guys are fucking pussies," and stuff. It's like, okay, yeah, pussy, do something then.
Yeah, do some shit. Do some shit.
I dare you to reach for my fucking rifle.
I dare that motherfucker. Who's that motherfucker that got off scot-free for like murdering 2 people at the riot
crossing
2 years
state
ago?
lines without
No, not Kyle Rittenhouse.
No?
There's this
Another one?
There's some bitch before him, some bitch made motherfucker who drove his car into like a field of protesters like in 2018.
Oh, I have no idea. No.
Yeah. Like they were. It was during the BLM protests. They were. The
that's
people were
2020
they were protesting.
Right?
Oh,
the very
it
beginning
was
of 2020.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting the dates confused. But yeah, they ran their car like straight through like a fucking thing of protesters in I think in the east in like
Chicago.
I can't remember.
Shit.
Yeah, some shit over there on that side.
Yeah.
And they like murdered 2 people, and then I from what I remember, they didn't get any jail time. The last I heard about that, they got 0 jail time. So I fucking dare them. Fucking try to plow through that fucking thing. You're gonna get 2 bullets to your fucking chest in Minecraft, of course.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. It was in driver plows car in a crowd of 50 BLM protesters in Colorado.
Colorado.
Fuck.
There
that was
we
in
go.
July.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, and they basically got off scot-free. So yeah. I like.
Declines to indict. Oh no, this is a different one. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Colorado. Wow, he had his case dismissed.
Dismissed.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's fucking
and like, it was clear that his intention was to run them over. And I think they dismissed it because they're like, oh no, there's no way we could establish intent or some shit like that. Some
3 misdemeanors, leaving the scene of an accident, criminal recklessness. He admitted he committed the 3 offenses as charged. He did not commit a criminal offense for 180 days. He paid a fee and completed 24 hours of community service at a nonprofit. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The judge is fucking signing off. What a fucking...
Yeah,
well,
it's some bullshit. Like,
yeah.
like, look, I'm part of the fucking I'm fucking stupid with names. The SRA.
NRA?
No, the SRA.
What's the
socialist? SRA? It's the leftist version of the NRA.
That's hilarious.
It's the socialist version of that. So like every lefty gets a gun, and they even though that's what they do, that's what they advocate for, and like gun safety and a bunch of other stuff. A lot of what they do ends up being like community service work. Like they'll run soup kitchens and they'll do like other stuff. Unlike the NRA, which just exists to kill minorities.
Pretty much.
Like literally, if you look into the history,
lobby to kill minorities, pretty much.
Literally, because if you look into the history of the NRA,
a lot of Russian money in there.
and not just Russian money. In during the Black Panther era, during Fred Hampton's era, they were for gun control. They were specifically stating to remove guns from the areas where minorities could reach them.
That's why Reagan enacted gun laws in fucking California once he saw the Black Panthers being armed.
Yeah. They just want rich white people to have guns so that they can murder minorities. That's literally that's essentially their stance throughout history.
Pretty
like
much.
it's like their stance on guns is who has the guns. Is it racists, white people, or is it minorities?
So it's fine. But if minorities have access to the guns, that's a no-no.
No, that's murder right there.
Guns are only for cops to shoot warning shots into the back of poor and disenfranchised minorities. Remember that. Okay? If you're a minority, you want to own a gun, you got to do a background check, got to pay some fees and stuff. But if you're in a southern state and you're a white man and you got to protect your fucking property, woo-wee, brother, we got an M16 with fully automatic assault rifle, and you can do your own mods and make fucking ghost guns, and you got all this shit you need without even a fucking permit, motherfucker. Yeah!
Let's go. Got a
roll tide.
Bucket of bullets. Don't even store them correctly. Just a
Straight
bucket
up,
of bullets.
A bucket of fucking bullets. Like, who needs proper storage?
Yeah.
When we've got fucking slot buckets. Woo! Gotta hunt them down. But
yeah.
So incels are mad about She-Hulk.
Yeah, incels are mad about She-Hulk.
That's funny. Incest. I was gonna say that joke too, but
I mean,
Southern people
look at
fighting
who
their
they are.
sisters. It's too easy.
It's too easy.
Lay off them for a second.
All right.
Incels are mad about She-Hulk twerking, which is so fucking funny because it's like...
It means that they've never read a comic book in their life.
No. That's not what it means. Because remember...
That too.
Tony Stark pisses in the Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Woo! Fucking Star-Lord starts dancing to save the universe, right? It's a plot point, whatever.
Yeah.
Woo! Baby Groot dances in the beginning, which affects absolutely nothing in the plot. Woo! Fucking Morbius, the guy fucking dances in there because he's like, he finally has a range of motion. Woo! Spider-Man dances. It's the cringiest shit ever, but people take it up as a meme later. Woo!
Hulk shows his bare ass.
Hulk shows his bare ass. Thor shows his bare ass.
Captain
Hulk
America's like giant #1 meme during the climax.
Objectified as well.
Fucking America's ass.
And
like,
then
come on.
in a post-credit scene that has nothing to do with the plot,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
twerking with the queen of twerking people not for an audience, mind you.
Yeah.
They're having
Privately,
fun.
they're just chilling.
They're just chilling, and they're like, woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, okay, that's funny. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
it's cheesy,
it's great.
whatever. You know, what? You know, have at it, queen pussy boss bitch, right? But like, it doesn't matter. Like, why?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're so mad. They're like, it was cringe and out of place for a Marvel show. And it's like,
It's so dumb.
you literally
So
are
fucking
glad when fucking Deadpool shows his tiny penis, which does nothing for the plot, which is like yeah, okay, whatever, it's funny because dick jokes, but like at the same time, I'm like, was it really necessary? No, right?
No. Well,
But
none of this is
continue.
necessary.
I know,
but
it's all for the fun
good.
of it.
Yeah,
it's for the fun of it, right? That's my point. It's for the fun of it.
But also, it does mean that they've never read a comic book.
Yes.
Because She-Hulk would, because like their specific stance or like their justification for being outraged is that it like sets back decades of character development or whatever, or that like it's not something She-Hulk would do. But except it's wrong. It's totally what She-Hulk would do. She-Hulk as a book has always been about female empowerment. If She-Hulk was real, she would totally be fucking twerking like with
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
And do you know why?
Like,
because she literally says she's a huge fan.
Yeah.
If she's a huge
Like,
fan
what?
of the Queen of Twerk, you're not gonna twerk with it. Fuck, dude. If I was a huge fan and I
Yeah.
was like with a Queen of Twerk and she tells me to throw that ass back, I'm throwing that ass back.
Like what? Like come on. It's like literally like
when in Rome. Like, have you never heard of the phrase "when in Rome"?
I was gonna say like Soldier Boy, but Soldier Boy's a piece of shit now. So
Oh,
like if
I thought
Soldier
you
Boy
meant-
came up to you like
I
and
thought
was
you
like
meant-
say,
I thought you meant Soldier Boy from the Boys, but
oh no
Yeah.
the rapper. Like I was gonna be like yeah like back in like 2000 whatever. If he like came up and was
Wait.
like hey like you know do the dance move with me and you're like a huge fan, how would you not do
Actually,
it? But like now
honestly,
he's like a crypto bro showing a bunch of like things.
Okay. No, okay, how about this? If The Rock tells you to dab with him, you're going to
Yeah,
dab
you're
with
gonna
him.
dab.
If he tells you to do a Fortnite dance with him, you're going to do a Fortnite dance with him.
Yeah, you are.
Sure, Fortnite
Of
dances are
course.
cringy, but it's The Rock.
What are you gonna do? Yeah,
Like, of course you would. This is like he's an inspiration to a lot of people, right? And I don't know about controversies or anything, to be honest, but
I don't know.
you know,
I don't
fucking
know.
being in the system. Point is,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
seems like a genuinely good person, right?
I don't know about any controversies that don't extend past like, well, this is not
Nepotism
necessarily.
or something.
Well, not just that. It's like it's not necessarily an issue with The Rock. It's just an issue with the system and
Yeah.
how it works. I don't.
How it plays out.
I am not aware of any controversies beyond something of that level.
Yeah, or even fucking John Cena. John Cena's
John
Peacemaker,
Cena?
right?
Yeah,
Who's fucking-
Peacemaker. That's
He was,
Peacemaker.
right?
Yeah, that's Peacemaker.
Holy shit! Isn't that weird? I'm
Yeah.
like John Cena. It's like he's fucking Peacemaker.
It does feel like I do feel like
Am I gaslighting myself?
he's recently gotten better at acting because his Peacemaker role was just mwah.
That's fucking hilarious. John Cena was Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Again, Donald Trump was president. That actually happened. Remember that?
true.
But Peacemaker,
That's harder to believe. Why is that harder?
why is it harder to believe that John Cena was Peacemaker than? Because I'm like, doo, 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 you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
At the same time, I'm like, wasn't it fucking like Mark Wahlberg or something? Because they all look the same.
Yeah.
You get the idea. We've said this joke a million times.
Yeah,
Point
yeah,
is,
yeah.
point is.
White people.
Yeah, like if John Cena goes up and goes you can't see me, like no one's done that in fucking 10 years, but you're gonna do it with him. Because
you're
that's
gonna
the
do it with
signature
him.
fucking
Yeah,
move.
definitely, 100%.
Even if he tells you to do a fucking Fortnite dance, you're gonna do a Fortnite dance with John Cena.
Yeah,
He's a genuinely good person, right?
Yeah.
But I just reminded myself because you said fucking Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, the character from The Boys, does this like cringe thing. I mean, it's really bad.
My.
Yeah. Yes.
I
you remember
love that. I
The fucking
love that song.
It's so
I
fucking,
love
like,
that song.
I'm on the side of like I get it that's the style of music from back then, but like the way he's like blah 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 and like you know, and later on casual misogyny and everyone's like Soldier Boy's such a good fucking character. It's like he's a piece of shit and you should not be worshiping him.
This is the issue. This is the issue with Soldier Boy.
You missed the idea. You missed it.
Yeah, you missed it. Well, here's the thing. Like, because fascists are inherently media illiterate, they don't understand what a media is supposed to be saying, and they think, and that's why they're, I don't even really follow the boys all that closely. It's not my cup of tea per se. I
thought you watched the first season.
Yeah, I watched the first season and I was okay with it. But then when they had like the literal Nazi woman there, I started like kind of like falling off, and
dude,
I was like,
watch it all. It's so good.
I'll watch it. It
keeps getting better.
That's partly with me because it's really hard for me to get into stuff. So like when there's like long breaks in between seasons, I fall off and I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Same thing happened with like one of my favorite animes, Overlord. Like it's been like 4 years or something since the last season, and it just dropped now, and it's been so hard to get back into it.
Okay.
But yeah, even in general, like The Boys is a little bit. I don't know. I like it. It's not bad.
It's satire.
At the end
of the day, it is satire because
but it
it's
does
like,
sometimes make me want to like need to take a break. Like I'll watch an episode and I'm like, okay, that's. I need a break. I need a break. I don't know.
I'm loving it because I'm reading the comics too, but I'm like,
sometimes it hits a little bit too close. It's like it's like Homelander fucking like basically like being worshipped as a god. Despite like not because of his superpowers, but just because of his cult of following. Yeah. It's like okay, you know, gotta take a little break. I'll continue watching it later.
You should totally watch it. I think you would love the second and third season. But yeah, no, it's really good.
Yeah.
But
but
the point is,
I was gonna say, that's the reason why everyone was so shocked when the producers or like not everyone, but like the fascists that follow the show were so shocked when like how do you call it, when Homelander was being portrayed as the bad guy, like in the later seasons. So that's the reason why, because they're so media literate. They can't understand. They can't conceptualize that they could be portrayed as the bad people with bad ideologies, and B, they don't understand when the PC media is making fun of them, not worshiping it. Like they physically are incapable of understanding subtext within a work of art. They just can't. They can't comprehend it. It's antithetical to their worldview.
It was so funny. In the third episode of She-Hulk, right? Well, spoiler alert, you know.
Spoiler.
I'm sure you guys have clicked because we put in the thumbnail that she was twerking, but
yeah.
Like, they literally word for word got tweets and comments that were posted and put them in the show. Like, why does Hulk have to be a girl now? Can't you come up with something original? And it's like, this has been a character since like, you know, forever,
yeah,
right?
Since like the 60s or whatever bullshit.
And they made a comparison on Reddit where it's like literally word for word comments, how they were like, so women just got to piggyback off of like guys things now, blah, 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 and things like that. And it's like it was so spot on because it's so believable. But then you're like, no one would ever really say that. And it's like, they copied the word for word.
Word for word.
This was word for word.
It's so bad, it's unbelievable. But that's why it's such a good thing that they copied it like word for word. Yeah. They forget that like Marvel and fucking Miss Marvel is like has like a burner account on Reddit just following shit.
Yes, I saw that too.
Like,
she's literally like commenting on
they're
stuff,
all
and
on
they're like,
there.
it could be any one of us.
Like, dude. What the fuck? Like, are these people retarded? Like,
up.
Marvel and them are all on Reddit. They're all like relatively young people working there.
Yeah.
Like,
they're active on social media, basically.
Yeah.
They see everything.
I feel so bad for the VFX artists though.
Yeah. I mean,
like the shit that's happening, like, and it's not even their fault.
And underpaid.
It's because
and
the
stuff.
original VFX artists, like that were, because most of the film industry was made during like kind of. During the union stuff, right? Like where the actors go and all that, Disney and shit, where they were all like that. But VFX artists didn't come about until the 90s, post Reagan, post all of that. So they were like, no, we have work. They were like all like tech libertarians and whatever.
Probably post like 70s, because there's a bunch of 80s and 90s movies that had VFX, visual effects stuff, like in the 70s Star Wars and 70s Star Wars. 80s
but
or 80s
they
Star Wars.
mostly came about like the main group of people came about post that. They came about like post Reagan, like after like people really had like a heartfelt like unionization, proletariat type ideals here in the West. And the reason for that was because they were like, no, we have such a specific skill set, and we're so uniquely good at like our art that because they were all like tech libertarians and whatever, so they were like, no need to get the government or unions or anything involved. You know, our status as like a good qualified individual is going to protect us, and it didn't. Like, and now like the future generations are suffering for it because like that's why sometimes you can see like that the VFX and the CG in She-Hulk is a little off. It's because the companies want to cut corners, and like the VFX artists are overworked and shit. It's like,
and it's funny too because even in like some moments in like,
and these same incels are the ones going after them. It's like, you know, I mean
yeah,
the ideologies are basically unanimous at that point.
Identical.
Yeah, identical. It's
I don't know. But it's just so funny to me how they get so mad and yet they'll be like, oh, but it was so funny when a guy did it like over here, and then all of the criticism of most of the characters has just been female characters where they're like, there's a problem with this character over here. There's a problem with this character over here. There's a problem with this character over here. And it's like, do you not remember the fucking Mandarin? How bad the first guy was?
He's so bad.
I am the Mandarin, and then he just gets smacked by a pole, and then just fucking dies for like no reason, basically. Like,
okay. Well, he didn't actually die. To be fair,
he got blown up.
Trevor didn't die.
No. I'm saying the actual Mandarin.
Oh, the actual Mandarin. Yeah,
the first, not the actual Mandarin, but the first Mandarin.
The first Mandarin was supposed to be Trevor, and then he came back in Shang-Chi.
Sorry, the extremist.
The extremist motherfucker. But then he was like, I'm the Mandarin, so it makes everything so confusing.
And it sucks too because it's like extremist was supposed to be like a god armor and stuff like that. Yeah. Like,
if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be like nanotech inside of Tony Stark's skin, right?
Yeah.
Like his DNA has been melded with machines, so he can like equip the armor from wherever and shit.
Yeah.
And they kind of brought it back in Infinity War when he with the whole, But I got really mad at that. And one of the shittiest things is that they're retroactively trying to make that good. They're saying no, Iron Man 3 was actually really good.
Yeah, like it wasn't as bad as you remember. Like I'll be honest, it is the worst of all the Iron Man, right? Mm-hmm. But people go like Iron Man 2 was a really bad movie. Like it wasn't. No, it wasn't as particularly bad as the third one. Like some people rate the third one over the second one. I'm like, nope,
never.
It's
never.
number 1, number 2, number 3 in that order.
Like when it came out, I remember being like, "Oh God, I hope they have another Avengers movie or some shit because this cannot be Tony Stark's last movie."
No.
That was so bad. This cannot be the way. Like they're actually good actors. Why is this shitty movie going to be their like sending off card to like?
And it's like, and he's like, he's had his growth because he got over the PTSD, and like that was all a good storyline, but.
It was just made poorly.
The fucking Mandarin.
The concept's behind them, but the execution is so bad. The execution is so ass.
Like, you could have had something that wasn't extremist, and I would have probably been like, that's pretty cool if he had powers from something else, you know?
Yeah.
Or if he was like, I actually perfected my own armor, and he was a rival to him, other than, fucking Whiplash being like, I'm smarter than you, and I magically made better armor, and it's
Or just... Not even that. Just actually have AIM. Just because that's the main organization that like was supposedly behind extremists and that entire movie.
Yeah.
But they didn't have any of AIM. Just have AIM there. Have him being just since the MCU was in like a direct corollary to the comics. Just have
because you gotta have like MODOK and stuff like that.
Well, no, but that's why.
But they didn't have mutants.
MODOK isn't a mutant.
Isn't he intertwined with like the X-Men and stuff? Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. All right, time to Google MODOK.
Time to Google it, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the only reason they were even going to do it, advanced idea mechanics, blah, 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 AIM.
No, he's not. He's not a mutant. And anyways, he's not part of like the X-Men lore, which is the specific aspect that Marvel didn't own at the time. So what they could have done, which would have made it so much better, is just have Adrian kill it. Same storyline, but instead of him getting like the extremist powers or whatever bullshit, the explosion powers, have him be like converted into MODOK. Have the base form of MODOK be him, and then have his brain like be uploaded into it. Like it's like, oh yeah, my intelligence and in this superior body is what created MODOK. And now I have psychic powers and shit. And that kind of bullshit. That would make it so much better.
I feel like that would have taken too long, though. Plus, you're kind of like wasting MODOK.
Why? This is just his introduction. Just have him so like he's not really defeated. This is his introduction into the MCU. Like that would be so much better. As like this whole he created this whole anti-Tony Stark organization called AIM. And the end result was a being smarter and more efficient than Tony Stark. And that being is MODOK, and the base for that was Killian, so that he can still get his story revenge on Tony Stark, because Tony Stark considered him nothing.
And like we'll say, we're fixing Iron Man 3, people.
Yeah, Iron Man 3.
So the thing wouldn't have been him healing her from her extremists, right? Which they just bullshit yada off screen. But it would have been like, I injected Pepper with the same intelligence thing. Now she's gonna be as intelligent as me. But down the road, he's gonna turn like with a huge fucking head and stuff. Like he's getting like headaches and whatnot. But I don't know how you just don't turn that into Hector Hammond again. But the point is, like, yeah, that would have been cool. Him getting defeated, and then her being like, I'm getting the same headaches and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he fixes her. He thinks that he's been defeated, but it turns out he'd already uploaded his consciousness.
Yeah, and you could even tie, and it would make so much easier to tie it into She-Hulk.
Wait, no, they already had someone upload their consciousness. Fucking the other Zoloft or whatever.
But this is where I was going. Yeah, the Nazi Baron Zemo. Yeah. This would be great.
Wait, no.
Wait, is it Baron Zemo?
No,
it's
no,
Baron
no.
Zemo.
Fucking,
Oh wait, no, not Zemo.
No.
Fucking.
It was fucking
What's his face? Winter Soldier.
I'm telling you, it was fucking Zoloft or something. Zola. Zola.
Yeah, Arnim Zola. Yeah,
I
he's the
googled.
dude that's always like with the orange suit, and he has his
Yes,
like
yes,
face
yes,
like
yes.
on the stomach TV. Teletubby motherfucker.
Basically, yeah.
No. But what was I gonna say? But that perfects it, because then there's a through line between there's like a back through line. So in Winter Soldier, we could just have it
Zola's
so like
still alive.
Zola's still alive, and
But
his
he's
technology
local.
leaks.
He's not uploaded. He's local.
He's local, yeah, but like his technology leaks because like he left notes, and so you could have like Adrian Killian found his technology,
Ooh, he
developed
found his
it,
Hydra stuff.
turned into and so like you could have it aims based off of Hydra, and then you could say that the way he was able to like make it work was using gamma rays, and so to increase his intelligence. Using that same technology to become MODOK, and then you can have it so like part of the way he was able to make it work was with gamma rays, and so then that leads into the main villain of She-Hulk. Well, I don't know if this is going to be the main villain, but you could have it so that the main villain of She-Hulk also use that same technology that Adrian Killian finished developing.
Who's the main villain of She-Hulk?
We don't know yet, as far as I'm aware of.
Oh.
But I want it to be this Hulk villain called the Leader. And the Leader's, it's the dude with the fat fucking head.
I don't know, because it's gonna. So here's the other thing. It's gonna be it is a sitcom.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see Daredevil and stuff. So it's probably gonna be a little more local before they go into anything. But it's only season 1. That's the other thing.
It's only season 1. But that's what I mean. Like eventually they could bring. That's how they could bring in the Leader, because the Leader's a really popular Hulk villain, and like he's made the same way the Hulk is, but instead of affecting his like muscles and stuff, it affected his brain.
Got it. Huh.
So they could that could be a nice little through line in between to tie the different phases in. Like it would make it so much better. But Marvel just makes stupid decisions sometimes.
Yeah, they're like extremists. It was such a good popular comic. We're gonna adapt it. Woo! And then it was basically just like, you don't get the armor. You got to go through PTSD. Blah blah blah. And then fucking Killian, whatever his name was, Killian, he has the armor, and that's it. And then he's gonna inject, and he's gonna be like, Bzz.
And also like the like climactic scene in Iron Man 3, with him exploding all the armors. Like I understand what they were trying to do in the story.
Like he gets closure,
work.
but then he has all his armors again.
Yeah, because they need to use them again. Like that's why I was like, oh my god, this cannot be the
Closure,
thing, the closure to Iron Man. Like he's such a good character in this shitty movie, and like the way PTSD is portrayed, B, like him destroying all the armor, like nothing makes sense. Nothing really makes sense with the rest of the MCU.
Yeah.
It would barely work if it was like a standalone movie, and then that wasn't called Extremis.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. I personally don't think it works. I just don't think it's good. It's good. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah,
you know what? No, fuck
bad.
that. It's bad, and if you disagree with me, you're wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
no.
But basically, incels are getting mad for no reason, no actual discernible reason other than they hate women.
Yeah, honestly,
that's basically what
No, I saw this TikTok. I saw this TikTok about this dude being like, "Okay, these are the characters that Marvel has said are going to be important in Phase 5 or in Phase 6."
Yeah.
And it was like, it was She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Daredevil. Like 2 more people, and then it was like Captain America, I think. And he was like, Captain America and Daredevil both make sense, but the rest of and it was literally only the 2 men in the list. Only the women don't make sense. It's like
the women don't make any sense. It's like, do you realize Hulk is basically retired, and that's the whole reason why they're introducing like She-Hulk now? You know, like Hulk has already gone through his process.
Arc, yeah. He's Professor Hulk now.
Yeah, like he's Smart Hulk
or Smart Hulk.
He's done. Like, well, I don't want to say done with the storyline because there's other stuff too. Because
also, Mark Ruffalo has stated that as long as Disney calls him, he's willing to pick up the role. He doesn't want to get like phased out like Tony Stark or.
I was gonna say he's not done with the role, but both Captain America and Iron Man they've gotten real closure. You know, Hulk has gotten personal growth. I wouldn't say there's closure yet because there's still other open-ended things like World War Hulk and fucking or Planet Hulk and whatnot.
Well, he's going back to
Sakaar. So who knows what's gonna happen there? Exactly.
Yeah, and the thing is though, I kind of don't want them to do World War Hulk, to be honest. At least not with Hulk. At least not with our Hulk, because it wouldn't make sense in the MCU.
Why?
Because the reason that World War Hulk happens is isolation. Hulk goes through isolation and ostracization from his friends, and
that's what he's already doing, though. If you think about it,
but he's doing it willingly. The whole thing behind World War Hulk was that like his friends betrayed him, both here and on Sakaar, and that like no one would want him. And even when he's being good, and even when he's the good guy, people still are fearful of him and dislike him and label him a monster just because. And his friends shooting him out into space was the catalyst for him to come back and be like, because even when he arrived, he was like, I don't care about anyone else. If you give me these heroes, how do you call it? I'll leave all of you alone.
Wow.
Yeah. And then all the heroes came back and was like, we can't let you just kill them. But so that that storyline wouldn't necessarily work. I mean, they could always do something like they did with Demon in a Bottle. Like Iron Man's famous storyline where he was addicted to alcohol and whatever.
Yeah. But instead they did it with PTSD.
No, they did it with the milkshakes in Iron Man 2. The poisoning, that was their adaptation of Demon in the Bottle.
Oh, okay.
Because he kept drinking it and that's why they have that party scene where he's wasted off his rockers and Rhodey steals the thing.
Okay,
so they could do something like that where it's not really. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that a World War Hulk would be a good fit for the current Hulk. They could do I don't know. They could give the storyline to Amadeus Cho or something down the line, even though it doesn't fit with the rest of his character too much. There's other things they could do. I just don't think that this Bruce Banner Hulk is a good fit for Planet Hulk and World War Hulk.
Gotcha.
It was fucking I don't know before Age of Ultron. It would make sense right there. That's where it would have to go if it went anywhere.
Oh, because he was fighting and
he was still fighting with them. Yeah.
And, okay.
Well, and so as a result of Ultron, if literally if they want to do Planet Hulk, the only thing that they would have to do is have Black Widow and the rest of the team not call him back when he's leaving, or to trap him in there. When he wakes up, they send him off.
Yeah, they're sorry, Hulk, you're too much of a
risk.
Of a risk.
Yeah. And they shoot him off. Yeah, that would allow them to make Planet Hulk, but
you got to kill so many people. And
you got to kill. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It doesn't make sense with the modern Hulk, basically.
Maybe we can see an alternate version. What if the Hulk was shunned away?
Yes.
And then
what if would be perfect for that?
That'd be cool. Well, Marvel Zombies is coming up. Broke Till Friday podcasts on Instagram.
Oh, we didn't even get to my conspiracy theory. We'll leave that for next time.
Oh yeah, that'll be. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Because people already stole the thunder from me. I'm seeing other content creators, big ones actually, basically come up with the same theory. Within this last week, I've seen them come up with it, and I'm like,
find out next time what the theory is. Make sure to subscribe, share, look at the shorts, look at everything we got.
How's that for a cliffhanger?
Look at my suit.
My super suit.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat, and we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends, we'll see you next week, and now I'ma go and beat my meat, and we're broke till Friday.